What's up, everybody?
What's going on, boys and girls?
Yeah. Well, this is going to be a barn burner of a podcast. Seth doesn't have power.
Yeah, Seth didn't pay his electric bill, so he's fucked.
It's shitty. He thinks fucking solar panels are gay, or he'd have power right now.
You know what it is? They're probably dirty, and the bitch can't figure out how to scrub them.
This fucking guy. That dude is fucking like all over Facebook talking shit about Seth about that fucking solar panel shit. He is real salty.
Who, Chris?
Yeah.
Really? I haven't seen that. So
Yeah.
it's going down, huh?
I got everyone sending me pictures of him being all booty butthurt about shit.
I gotta be honest, Seth seems like his personality dictates that he's a really sweet, nice guy.
Mm.
But I don't think I'd want to see him fucking mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's not the one.
He's got that fucking. I shouldn't say. He's got that fucking R strength. You know what I'm saying? Throw you across the room and laugh as he's doing.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
He goes 0 to 100 pretty damn quick.
I don't have the wherewithal anymore to fucking even feed into that crybaby ass shit. I just don't. I just don't. I don't fucking care. You're butthurt about it. Well, but I think the thing that bothers me is he reached out to me. He's like, oh, it's whatever. And then at every opportunity he gets, he's bringing up Seth and how Seth is this and Seth is that. If it's really not a problem and it doesn't bother you, then why are you still talking about it? Obviously, it affected you.
It definitely got under your skin.
Yeah,
right?
my thing, that's cool. If it got under your skin, it got under your skin. Like I told him, I understand, whatever's whatever, but, don't tell me everything's cool and then, do the exact opposite. Because now you're lying to me, you know what I mean? And then you come off as very disingenuous. And when you're disingenuous, I got no time for you. You know what I mean? If you're wounded about what Seth said, wounded deeply, you need to stick a fucking tampon in your vag, then that's cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? We're gonna get upset about shit that affects us. You know what I mean? Personally, of course. You know what I mean?
Well,
don't lie to me about it. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm gonna look at you differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's your livelihood. That's you think it's a great thing and whatever's whatever, but some people, especially guys on the East Coast, the savings that you get from solar panels, dumping it into paying some fucking Momo to wash them off for you a couple times a year, you've lost the money that you've saved. So, again, there's a time and a place for everything, and everyone knows that this podcast is a time and a place for everything. You know what I mean?
Listen, I think
got a
that,
beef, just come on here and squash it.
yeah, I mean, I'm not. I think that I'm the perfect example because I don't think anyone's ever thought of this. Well, they've thought of it, but maybe customers have thought about it. But dude, I have 36 panels on my roof. They're 360 watts a piece. I know all about the system. Okay, I can look at an app and it tells me what every panel's doing.
Right.
Output. I could tell when they need to be cleaned, and they do need to be cleaned.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but again, I put those panels up and made the investment to save on my power bill. So if I'm hypothetically, my system is set up to run 80 to 90% of my electric bill. So if my bill was normally $200, I'm getting a bill for $25 plus $10 to be hooked to the grid because it's an inverter system. Okay. And now you're telling me it's going to cost $300 to $400 to clean them because of my pitched roof or a metal roof or whatever.
Right.
And I'm going to do that 3 or 4 times a year. What did I accomplish by putting solar power? I'm just taking the money and not sending it to the power company. I'm sending it to the guy to clean them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and let's be real. It's a simple scrub and rinse. You know, I mean, as a window cleaner for damn near 30 fucking years, that'd be the easiest thing to learn on because no one's looking through them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seeing water spots from the ground, even on a ranch-style home like mine.
Right.
Okay, but I do agree they need maintenance.
Yeah.
I don't think that the companies that install them or sell them, I should say, because a lot of times it's 2 different companies, will ever mention to you that they need to be maintained depending on where you live because it's simple. The whole idea is to save you money, not add maintenance costs to your house.
Right.
Now, that doesn't mean a homeowner can't go on the roof with a garden hose and some form of scrubber and rinse them off and get them better than they were.
Right.
Okay, so, and that's free other than your time. And, I've seen solar grids that would be extremely challenging to clean the way they're laid out, I mean, I know on my roof, I wanted more panels and they're like, no, you have to have like 2 foot on each edge and this and that. They can walk around them. You can't, like I could have put another 6 panels on my roof if they just put them tight to the roof. You know what I'm saying? But there is a code with it. And probably depending on where you live, it is the, going to dictate what you can get out of it. They wanted to put them on the front of my house. And I'm like, first of all, that's not happening. I think they're ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. But at the same time, I'm very happy with the system. But like I said, I'm not going to pay someone $300 or $400 to clean them when I'm saving $200 a month on electric. That's 2 months of electric. And then if you do it every, 3 or 4 times a year, what did I save? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Like I said, I tried to be as diplomatic about it as I could, but, and I get sent shit like that. It's just like, come on, man. How are we saying one thing and then turn around and you going on a whole nother level in a different energy somewhere else? I just, like, man, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
It's disheartening as fuck. You know what I mean? It makes me want to keep stop from allowing people into the circle. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, hey, come on the podcast and let's discuss it, I mean, if you feel Seth said something too aggressive or you want to defend your position, by all means. It's not going to be a shit show where 3 of us are going to gang up and tear you down. I know Chris is a smart guy, okay? Aside from the whole solar panel thing and the debate on cleaning them and what you need to use, he's a smart guy. He knows his shit when it comes to solar panels.
Apparently not. Apparently he's stupid. Seth don't know shit.
Yeah. Well, no.
According to that dude, he's a fucking idiot. So.
Well, again, I'm a realist, okay? It's just like T, that you probably laugh every time somebody calls their fucking window cleaner a tech. I like that fucking fire because I'm like, look, I'd like to think the fact that I have employees or myself that can do glass restoration, high-rise storefronts, residential from the fucking smallest of houses to the biggest of fucking buildings. I'd like to call myself a tech, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking window cleaner. I'm not a technician of anything.
I think people take what they do for a living, especially what we do for a living, cleaning things way too fucking seriously.
Well,
You're not a tech. You're not a tech. You don't need to create modules for it.
No.
I was handed a squeegee and a mop and was like told to go, hey, go learn how to do this. You know what I mean? And depending on how good you are and how quick you are, will reflect on how long your day is. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, dude, I remember like it was yesterday. The first window cleaning job I ever did, okay, was I came up, worked with my dad a couple days. We worked a Saturday. We did storefronts. I got the
14
basic
people.
idea of it.
There's 10 of you that haven't given us a like or a dislike. So it'd be
Yeah,
nice if you'd give us a like or a dislike. You know, whatever makes you feel good.
dude, my old man took me under his wing, showed me how to clean windows in a day. Was I proficient window cleaner? Absolutely not. But I also
No.
didn't have YouTube or TikTok or anything to look at. It was just, okay, what's the most efficient way to get this soap and water off the glass and do a neat job? And the second
Long
day,
story short,
yeah, the second day he dropped off.
if you go and learn how to if you
fucking hours here,
yeah,
dude.
if you go to school and learn how to fix fucking furnaces and shit like that, then you could be a technician.
Get some kind of patch.
Yeah. If you're ASE certified,
wall,
you are a technician.
or even a trophy.
Yeah.
You know, you are a technician.
I'll tell you what, if you go to www.patreon.com/Squeegee Life, I'll send you a card, then you can call yourself a technician.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody that's signed up and hasn't got their cards yet, just so you know, you'll get your card soon. Jennifer is in the middle of a really big shirt order, and once those shirts are done, the Patreon shirts are going to get printed, and then I'm going to send everybody stuff out all at one time. I don't like going to the... If I go to the fucking post office 3 or 4 times to send this shit out, someone always gets left out. So I like to do it all at once, so that way it's done and I know everyone's gotten their stuff. So just be patient. And most likely you're going to get your Patreon gifts one on top of the other. I still owe you 2, so there'll be still 2 coming. So just be patient with me. This is I am abnormally busy for some reason. And for some reason, I it's almost to the point where I'm like, you know what, dude, I'm going to stop bidding on shit and stop answering the fucking phone because I can't stop. It's either there's someone around here that's not cleaning windows anymore or pressure washing anymore, or I am fucking apparently the cheapest guy in the fucking whole entire universe because my bids keep getting accepted left and right. I got 2 giant jobs just fucking like accepted bids today. I'm like, gee, how am I going to get this shit done before everything fucking freezes, man, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and I know I'm not fucking low, because I'm charging this motherfucker, because one place, they messaged me, and they're like, hey, we're looking to have our windows done on the exterior. You gave us a fucking quote 2 years ago. Could you send us another quote? So I bumped that shit up $300 and still got that bitch, and I was expensive the last time. She's like, that's just way too expensive for us. And I
think some of the smaller up and coming guys that might not necessarily been a force in your area might have quit, might have went another route, might have walked away. I don't know. I find the similar thing. I see a lot less window cleaners lately around here.
I do see that.
You know,
I don't know. It's gotten to the point now where I'm just like, fuck, man. I am smooth the fuck out. You know what I mean? That's just simple as that, man. You know what I mean? I'm just fucked, dude. I'm beat like a fucking blind carpenter's thumb. I'm just beat.
Dude, I beginning of the month, got a shit ton of car dealerships done. Remember, I was talking to get them first week of the month, all my monthlies, and when it hits the 20th is when I start to fucking get loose stool, because I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get all this done at the end of the month? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you always have those jobs that you do on the first and second of the next month, but bill them for the month previous and try to fly under the radar. You know, I mean, it's frustrating. Right. And in a perfect world, you know, you point the finger, you give out addresses, and everything gets done. But that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? Sorry about last week. Just a lot of shit updated all at once, and, you know, I just had some issues technically. We almost had the same issue again because the fucking software updated again. just as we were getting ready to go live. So I was like, well, I'm not going to go through what I did last week. I'm just going to fucking shut her all down. And once it's done doing what it needs to do, I'm going to fucking go live. So sorry about that. I appreciate you guys being patient with us. It's just the two of us. We don't have a lot of people watching, you know. A lot of people have me blocked, so when I share links, nobody sees them.
That must mean we're doing something right, right?
Right. Am I feeling any gooder? That's a tough question. I'm really fatigued all the time now. Like, I'm, like, really fatigued. A lot more than usual. I'm fatigued a lot more than usual. So, I just, you know, I'm fucking whooped, man. I'm whooped. I don't know if it's because I was sick, because my sinuses are still fucked up. Like, I felt good at the tail end of last week, and you know, and then like Sunday, I started feeling like dog shit again. My ears were killing me. I was all stuffed up again, and like I'm like fine and for a few days, and then I'm fucking not fine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's really fucking weird, man. This shit, this COVID's fucking strange bird, man. You know, I don't think, you know, and the people I've talked to that have gotten it recently are like, man, this shit is just like gotta be man-made because it doesn't make fucking any sense. The way, you know what I mean? The way that it affects your body just doesn't make sense, you know?
You want to, yeah, you know something funny is I just saw, it was out yesterday, Florida's like the lowest 1 or 2 for COVID cases and COVID deaths in the country.
Oh, it is now?
Yeah, it's down in like, it's number 1 or number 2 in the lowest, you know, meaning the best.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're trashing DeSantis. Oh my God, he's killing all these people.
Oh, wow.
Dude, like we still got the mask. I don't even call them mask police. Nobody says shit no more, but we still have the diehard maskers out there, and I'm cool with that.
I'm fine with that too. I mean,
choose to do it, that's fine.
I'm working on a job right now where, you know, they asked me to wear a mask, and like I go in there like the last 2 mornings, and the first morning she's like, have you been tested? And I'm like, no, but I just had COVID, you know what I mean? And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, do you have any more? I'm like, no, I don't have any more. She's like, have you been vaccinated? I'm like, well, it doesn't make sense for me to get vaccinated. I've had COVID. I got antibodies. That doesn't make sense for me.
Well, they say now they're starting to say that.
And she's like, well, will you wear a mask? And I'm like, okay, I'll wear a mask. And then, you know, and then she's like, I come in the day. She's like, did you get vaccinated? I was like, what, overnight? No.
Yeah, no. But I wouldn't be here if I was. But the thing is, now they're starting to say that if you've had COVID and you have the antibodies, taking the vaccine can kill the antibodies.
Yeah.
That's a problem because I'd rather have natural immunity.
I mean, essentially what that vaccination does is it turns your fucking body into a virus creation factory. That's what it does.
Right? Yeah.
It tells your DNA, hey, stop doing this. Start making this spike protein and create virus. That's what it's doing. People not realize that.
Yeah.
I mean, look into those. What are they? MRSA fucking vaccinations or whatever the fuck it is. Creates a spike protein in your body. That shit. And what they thought was like the spike protein would stay at the ejection site. It's not. It's traveling through your fucking body. It's turning your body into a virus factory. And that's why all these people that are vaccinated are getting fucking sick and spreading it like they are.
Yeah, well, you see,
and that's where these variants are coming from.
You see, Fauci's fucking really getting some heat now, and they need. You know what? When I saw that, I had. They need to string that motherfucker from a lamppost. When they fucking took those beagles and snipped their fucking vocal cords and stuck their head in a box with some kind of fucking bug eating their face. You didn't hear about that, dude?
No. What?
Okay, we funded this is look it up, dude. This ain't bullshit because it's all over the place now.
Okay.
Our government funded research that Fauci was behind, and somewhere in like South Africa, they took puppy beagles, they cut their fucking vocal cords so they couldn't whine and cry, okay, so it wouldn't disturb the scientists. Put them in some kind of fucking cage with their head in a box and release these fucking flesh-eating bugs to see what would happen to the fucking dogs, and we paid for shit. I swear to God, dude. I'm sure someone watching has seen this. This is no fucking bullshit, dude. No shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, you can do a lot of things. You can fuck with people and shit, but
dude,
you start fucking with dogs, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't you ever seen that documentary, No, Don't Fuck with Cats? You know what I mean? People are strange about fucking animals, man.
Yeah.
Sandflies. Are you fucking for real?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sandflies. That's what it was.
Wow. And I don't know if anyone's ever had experience with sandflies before, but like over here, like on the islands and shit in the summertime, usually around late August, early, like soon, like around August, they get bad. I went and did this pressure washing job on the island. I had to leave. I told her I walked up to the door and knocked on her door. She's like, "What happened?" And she looks at me, and I've got fucking blood streaming down my arms and my fucking legs. I've been bit by the sandflies so much that they were drawing fucking blood. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. I got pictures of it. I'll have to post them in the Patreon only page. But yeah, dude, I fucking got ate the fuck up by sandflies. Those fuckers are no joke, dude.
They took them fucking puppies and fucking. I'd kill the motherfucker right there.
Oh yeah.
I'd kill the motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. That's instant. That's murder, death,
Yep.
kill. I'm killing you.
Yep.
I'm not gonna kill you instantly. I'm gonna beat you till my elbows are bloody.
Yep.
There's a lot of things you can do, but puppies, dog, come on, man.
Yep. We have a organization here called Big Dog Ranch Rescue. And both JT and my wife volunteer there. And it's a beautiful facility, dude. It's like they put up these big fucking air-conditioned buildings. The dogs aren't caged, and they're rescue dogs. No kill facility, obviously. And, dude, if you fucking call, like your neighbor in Florida, I don't know how it is for you, if you tie a fucking dog up to a tree in the sun and there's not adequate food and no shade, they'll come take your fucking dog, dude.
My dogs don't have that problem.
Well, I know your dog.
My dogs don't even like to get their paws wet. Hazel, the oldest dog, when it's snowing outside, she will fucking find the path or muddy. Muddy is the really funny thing. I'll try to catch it on video when the yard starts to get really wet in the wintertime. Hazel runs down the landscape timbers, jumps onto the fucking deck on the front of the fucking barn in the backyard, and then she'll walk back. She's got her little spot right there. She does her business, and then she'll walk. She won't run through the mud. She will not get her paws wet.
Yeah.
No mud on her paws. She does not. Yeah. No, she does not do that.
Yeah, Brady's like that. He don't like to walk in wet grass.
And Frank, he just walks right out the door and shits right on the concrete.
Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, Tucker's got good shit etiquette. He runs out all the way to the corner of the fence line, and that's where he makes his mud. Brady, he don't fucking care. He'll shit right in the path.
Bro, there's a guy that rescues dogs in Guyana that kills them to eat them. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
People are fucked up, man.
Right? Yeah. No. I mean, there's a reason they call it man's best friend, and that's it.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. There's 17 people watching. You guys can only muster up 6 thumbs up. That's real fucking nice. Real nice.
Right?
Real nice. But, you know, can't ask people to be interactive and 18 people watching and not fucking click the thumbs up button or the thumbs down. You know, I like.
Yeah, we don't have any thumbs down yet. Must not be doing something right here.
Yeah.
You know. So what do you think? Should we get solar panel guys on here on the podcast as guests to?
No, I don't. I have no interest in having solar panel guys on here. If Chris Virgin wants to come on here and hash it out with fucking Seth, then he's more than welcome to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Or that dude that thinks Black Diamond Rubber sucks, Sean Webb. If he wants to come on here and air his grievance with me on the podcast, he's more than welcome to. We can talk it out. We could chop it up here on the show, and he can tell me why he doesn't like me. I'm gonna be real forthright with it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay if you don't like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can you do? You know what I mean?
Well, not everybody's cup of coffee, you know what I'm saying?
Not everybody. Jason doesn't want Chris on, but
no? I don't know. Might make for a good podcast, I don't know. Again, you know, so you looking forward to a nice winter and some time off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with as much work as I've been putting in, I think I might even take a trip down for the IWCA this year.
That would be awesome,
Yeah, I
dude.
gotta talk it out with Jennifer. I don't know what she's gonna want to do. I mean, because I don't. I would be going to Florida for the first time,
You'll like it, dude. I mean, if
and
you
I
bring
don't
the
want to go
kids,
to Florida for the first time and not bring Jen. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
So
dude, I mean, where the convention is literally walking distance to
I played
SeaWorld.
DC Universe 2 days ago for like 8 hours, Adam. So you're a bitch. Keep going.
Yeah, walking distance to SeaWorld and a few
I
miles to
won't. I
the
won't. I
parks.
don't get down with SeaWorld.
Well, I mean, just SeaWorld is no longer the fish shit, because they got hammered a few years ago because the killer whales.
Yeah,
It's more
man.
of it's more of
Who locks up killer whales, man? Who
no,
does
no,
that,
it's
bro?
more of an
That's
amusement
whole
park. They
shit.
got roller
Oh,
coasters and
okay.
shit. Okay, and then like you'd be disappointed with Disney or MGM.
That's the truth, Adam.
There's a lot of virtual rides there, but like if you're looking for shit like at Cedar Point, you got to go to Busch Gardens in
All right.
Tampa.
Ah,
You know
well,
what I'm
we
saying?
got
Like,
that. We got the
yeah,
best.
you got it right around the
We
block.
got the best amusement park in the world in our backyard. So there's
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, they
Nothing's
copied Busch
better.
Gardens, but it's all good.
No, they didn't. I hate.
Yeah,
I hate to break it
yeah,
to you, but no.
yeah. Okay, so
How
anyway,
long has Busch Gardens been there, Mark?
74 years.
Okay. Well, just so you're aware, Cedar Point is just celebrated its 150th
Oh no, did I
anniversary.
say 74? I meant
Yeah,
174.
yeah, right. Okay, fuckface. Get the fuck out of here. I know better than that. Look it up, numbnuts.
Old broken down shit coaster. No,
Look
but
it up.
seriously, if you bring Uriah,
Uh-huh.
and if there any of them are into the Harry Potter franchise, that's a freaking amazing
Oh, yeah.
experience. I mean, dude,
He likes that. Jennifer and the girls really like it too. Like I
you know
said, I don't know. We'll
the only
cross
thing
that bridge when we get to it.
it's like I could imagine the only thing with the Harry Potter world, and I've been a couple 3 times, because we enjoy it, and I'm not an amusement park guy because there's just too many people, but um your kids will love it. The only thing, it's like if you went to Comic-Con, not that I've ever been, but from what I've heard, you got a lot of people walking around in cloaks and fucking 400-pound women with fucking wands in their hand pointing them at you and shit, thinking that it's real, but it's a good experience, just but bring a lot of money, man, because that shit costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I fucking I popped off 2 skill points. That's all I did, man. I really didn't do nothing, Adam. I just kind of like fiddle farted around a little bit, you know. Ran some shits here and there. Just seeing what's changed because I'm getting Battlefield 2020, 2034 or whatever the fuck it is. That new Battlefield game's coming out. I'm probably gonna be playing that a bunch this winter. Because I am fucking not doing anything. I'm going to do my restaurants and then I'm just going to play video games and that's all I'm doing. I'm taking 3 months off. I've just decided I need to be.
You're gonna drive Jen crazy.
Oh, no. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I drive Jennifer crazy without. But, I used to be I used to love playing games. I loved gaming. It was nice. It was fun. That's how I met Adam and Michael Shane Pritchard, who's been on this podcast before.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
They're really good friends of mine. I love Adam and Mike. If they needed me, I'd be there in a minute. They know that. If that motherfucker hit me up and said something to me, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, I need this or that. I would hop in the fucking truck. I'd be like, I got to go help my boy out. You know what I mean? Okay, so I've got a short temper. I swear I'm working on it. I'm a nice guy, promise. Well, like I said, you're more than welcome. Come on here. You got something you want to say to Seth? I guess it wouldn't be face to face, but at least live on the podcast. You're more than welcome to. We can make that happen. If you want to get that shit off your chest. I don't know if you seen the beginning of the podcast. I kind of addressed that, but maybe you'll want to circle back.
Yeah, as Jen would say.
But I'll probably come down there. I'm thinking,
Yeah. No, that'd be cool, dude. We get to hang out with at least Chris or Alex. One of them will be down here.
Right.
You know, Jersey's going to be down here.
Well, you know what? I'm kind of pissed at Jersey because I was like, hey man, what do you think about you and I spoke about advertising the podcast in the magazine.
Yeah.
Man, never.
We should be in that magazine. I mean, we did get the cover.
Well, the cover's whatever, but if I want to pay money to advertise with you, why can you not get back to me about that? I mean, are you that busy?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Fuck, I don't know.
Jersey's probably just running 100 directions at once, you know?
You know, he's got time to message me when he ain't get what he wants from me. Well, I guess, maybe we'll just start Squeegee Life magazine and fucking, you know what I mean? I got a guy down the road. There's a factory down the road that prints magazines and comic books.
All we need is the girls of Squeegee Life. Yeah. And we got hot chicks holding squeegees in their butt cheeks and stuff. Yeah. Pulling out Eddie Stewart.
Yeah. Eddie Stewart, too.
Yeah, Eddie will be on the front cover right away.
Our first centerfold is going to be Eddie Stewart.
Center scratching.
Scratches. Be a combination of fucking farts and fucking dish soap.
The Eddie Stewart smelled like an old pair of shoes.
With a hint of ammonia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I enjoy doing this show. So this top secret poll, what's top secret? What poll are you talking about, man? Is there something? I must have missed something. I don't know. Who's got a polls come out?
I don't know.
How much pressure do you guys apply to windows while cleaning? Not very much.
None. The weight of the pole. That's pretty much it.
Weight of the pole or the weight of the squeegee in the hand. It's a light touch is preferred.
If your hand is resting on the pole to guide where you want that squeegee to go, that's enough right there.
Yeah. Very little pressure. Little pressure. Window cleaning.
If you're
window cleaning
hard,
is a great side hustle too, man, for guys that are not window cleaners. I mean, you could always fucking, learn how to clean glass real good, pick up a couple of constants, make yourself $300, $400, $500 a month. Just a couple hours fucking after work or a couple hours on the weekend. Super easy.
Yeah. No doubt.
I mean, it's not as technical as fucking solar panel cleaning, but, we try. Last week, I thought you guys mentioned you had to cover up some logos or something in a video because the poll wasn't out yet. Oh, no. I mean, you wouldn't know it. But if you go to windowcleaner.com, I have a Squeegee Life poll for sale there. I was supposed to get some labeling to cover up the label that was put on the pole I was given to test that I designed, and I haven't received that either. So, I mean, the season's over. I'm not going to do any videos on it. There's no point in it. Doesn't look like they're going to sell anyways. Nobody wants them because nobody knows they're there. So,
I think I got today, the first time ever, and I've heard about them, a carbon fiber splinter in my finger, dude. Ooh. That drove me. Oh,
I bet you that was a motherfucker, yeah.
Oh, dude, it still is, because it's like carbon fiber are like the diameter of your hair, maybe less, but they'll fucking penetrate the skin. And I'm sitting there in the whole. Yeah. I walked into Whole Foods because they got those badass razor sharp tweezers. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is driving. Every time I touch something, it's fucking sending. Oh, and I think like I got half of it out. Yeah, I think it broke on the way out because I'm still feeling it.
But. Yeah, there is. If you go to windowcleaner.com and search water fed poles, there should be Squeegee Life poles in there. I did an announcement on them when they came out. They've been out for months now.
Yeah,
months. So. Not a lot of advertising on them and stuff, and no videos, because, like I said, I can't really put it in a video in its current state. I don't want to piss nobody off. I mean, I could and just say, fuck it, you know what I mean, and just put it in there and just make everything uncomfortable for everybody, but I don't want to do that, you know what I mean? So, but, I mean, if you're aware of the situation, Jason Lehman and I were helping Philip out for a couple of year and a half, and we both had Excaliburs, we both had Sim 22s, or Sim Shorties, whatever the fucking retards calling them now. And I like the Excalibur pull, but, it was a little lengthy for me, and you know what I mean? I'm like, it would be cool I was like, it's nice and everything, but I found it was still a lot more flexible than my Sim 22. But I couldn't get the reach out of the Sim 22 I wanted. So I was like, Philip, Jason and I have been using half the Excalibur pole and half the Sim 22, top 4 sections, bottom 4 sections. You should make a pole like this. He's like, oh man, that's a great idea. And then he goes and he makes the katana. And, it wasn't the pole that I designed. It was 4'7" sections, all 8 sections. And finally, after some arguing back and forth and me hollering at him, he took our idea. I would say mine, I brought it up initially. Jason tested out because he had the poles to do it with. And then once I received the poles, I was going to try to get Richie on here tonight, guys, but he's busy, unfortunately, damn it. But I tested it out. Jason tested it out. We fucking... it's a badass water-fed pole, dude. It's ultra high modulus carbon fiber. It's badass. It's sanded. It's a smooth, badass pole. It was based on the design that became the Shogun. That I did not receive a single thing I was promised for doing that or selling those. And I was, I'm gonna just say it. I was fucking shit on for Ray Valentine. And, well, not only was I, but Jason was as well. And, I was like, I've got an idea for a pole. I want somebody to do it. And Chris was like, hey, man, do you have an idea? And I'm like, yeah, if you want to try it out. So he ordered a couple sample poles the way I wanted them done. He's like, shit, man, this is actually pretty badass. He's like, this is comparable. It's comparable to a destroyer. Is what it is. Yeah. It's just it's a destroyer modified to the way I clean windows. That fits my business. It's a good pole for a solo operator because it's not going to get beat the fuck up. It's going to be there forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can use it in different ways. You can use 6 sections, 2 sections because everything comes apart. There's an end defender in every single end that does not fall out. Or get jammed in the fucking pole that you got to fish out all the fucking time. And I'm not, whatever's whatever. But it's done right. It's my idea done properly. That's not to take away anything from the Shogun because the Shogun's a beautiful fucking pole. It's also extremely nice. All of the Sim poles are extremely nice poles. They are probably some of the best, if not the best, water-fed pole sold. It's a beautiful pole, but getting something the right way from that dude and his website on time is fucking like pulling fucking teeth. It's like herding cats.
Yeah, many people have given up on.
And I love that dude. I'd do anything for Philip. Anything. Yeah. Still to this day, I love that dude. I'd do anything for Philip. I'm not shitting on Philip. But at a certain point, you gotta start looking out for yourself. And, you know what I mean? You got to look for the best interest in what we're doing. And what we're doing is Squeegee Life. That's what we're doing. The towels, the fucking poles, the podcast, the shirts, eventually polish, the skids. You know what I mean? This is something we as a group, Mark, Seth, and I are doing as the three. This is something that we are doing for the betterment, what we see the betterment of our industry. That's all. Yeah. Just leaving our mark on the industry. You know what I mean? Mark's not going to be here forever. I'm not going to be here forever. Seth's not going to be here forever. But once, maybe that legacy will carry on.
You know I'm kind of thinking, the way my attitude has changed over the last 10 years, and I'll be honest, I don't give too much of a fuck anymore about, like, if I have issues with a customer don't want to pay or going to fucking, that's why I don't advertise, because if you advertise, you're put into a bid war against potential friendly competitors and whatnot. Yeah. This is what it is. If not, I don't fucking care.
Yeah. I'm not tripping, you know what I mean? But it's more than obvious that this thing that we've got here is only going to do what it's going to do because of the three of us. Nobody's going to try to do us any favors.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We're going to do what we do, and whatever comes of it is up to us. I cannot depend or trust anyone in this industry whatsoever. You know what
Hey,
I
let
mean?
me ask you a question, Keith. I'm gonna put something out there.
Yeah, what's up?
And I could give a fuck if anyone tries to copy it, because I'm not patting myself on the back. There's a lot of guys that don't have similar abilities.
Right.
What would you think of a zero pole, such as the Destroyer, or the with the finish that comes on the sim pole, the high gloss fucking badass finish?
Um,
Do you
I'm
like
not.
that finish or
I am
not?
not a fan.
No.
I'm not a
Do you
fan.
find it slippery,
I
or
don't
you
find it
find that?
slippery. I find it bothersome that
Uh,
a finish. Well, I'm just the finish on my Shogun. It just when it gets a mark, it gets a fucking
yeah.
mark on it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
There's no
fuck.
fixing that. You know,
I don't even want that rolling around
yeah,
the bed.
yeah.
My truck with
It
the
hurts
bed
my
liner.
butthole.
Yeah.
It's such a pretty pole. I'm just like, oh god. Every time I'm like, oh fuck. I just scratched it again. It's like getting it's
Scrape
like
the gutter. Yeah.
it's like getting a scratch on your new car. It's like fuck. I mean, it's
Yeah.
nice, but I'm a super huge fan of the original. The finish of the Squeegee Life pole is the kind of finish that I like. That sanded finish, which is really bad for human beings to breathe that in. But
Well, do you know what the part of the problem is though? Is like some of my poles
uh,
are old enough, and look, everything. I don't have a van. I don't have tubes on the ladder rack that you fucking stick shit in to protect it from the elements. So everything in Florida gets beat by the UV rays, and I'm sure it does other places as well. But my point is, some of my poles, at the end of the day, my hands are fucking
Jason.
black. My hands are fucking black from the carbon coming out of the pole, because they're getting age to them. You understand what I'm saying? They're getting like a house that needs painted with chalk. That's chalking, and that fucking bugs me, man. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, the finish on mine is chipped in a couple places. Not flaking, but it's more like kind of chipping here and there. You know what I mean? It's just a super high gloss finish, man.
Yeah.
And I get what he's trying to do, what he was trying to do there, but I just think it was the wrong application. I like the fact that every section of his poles got sim pole on them. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? It's smart marketing. You know what I mean? I just wish the clamps were put on tight when they left. The weather change bullshit just not fly with me, because
Dude, the only thing
bullshit.
only complaint I have with Simpole is this. The only fucking complaint, and I've reached out to Phil, because Phil bombards me with fucking polls and videos, and I respect the dude, so I pay attention to what he's doing, and he never answers me when I say, why the fuck doesn't every lever hold the hose? I don't give a fuck that it's every other lever.
But it would be nice
if I choose where I want to clamp the fucking hose. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because it would be nice if those 2 or 3 top sections all had loops to hold the fucking...
Dude, because I'll be honest, every Thursday I do this country club.
Mario Chavez is having a fucking a heart attack right now, because I only like the hose to go through the pole.
yeah.
He says everyone that puts it outside the pole is not a real window cleaner, is what he says. He's hilarious. I love that dude. Whatever.
Yeah. So
it's one of his pet peeves.
Every Thursday, I like it through the pole too, but I like to dismantle my poles and only use what I need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I have a country club I do every Thursday, and I got to reach. You can't hardly see the window. You can see the top of the windows. They're arched with 3 windows below it, and the arches is 1, 2, 3, 4 windows. Okay, and they're deep frames, so you got to scrub all the corners. It's right on the beach, and there's 2 windows that I literally have to reach over 2 trees that block the view of the lower half of the window, and there isn't a time where I don't want to javelin that fucking pole into the ocean, cause the hose gets hung up in the top of the tree. I'm fucking by myself. I'm pulling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, goddamn. And maybe on that instance, the hose inside the pole is great, but I'm not gonna fucking put that shit through for 2 windows.
I don't like pushing my fucking hose through my pole, because the hose gets fucking grime on it, and then that grime grinds in the fucking fucking clamps, and it just fucks them up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe in California, where there's nothing but rocks and shit, you might be able to get away with that. But where I'm at, you can't get away. Sand and all that shit all over. It just don't work, guy.
Dude, yeah, I disconnect
Tyler Smith, you must have never seen my Ford fucking Ranger, brother, because I beat the dog shit out that motherfucker, bro. It's got a load of trash in it ready for the dump. You know what I mean? It stinks like dog piss. It's dope, bro. Dope, bro. Beat the shit out that. My motherfucker's got a busted fucking shackle, so the whole truck leans one way. You know what I mean? I'm hitting switches and ain't got
the
no
other
switch.
side out of it.
No, the other side's got a brand new one on it.
Yeah.
I shit you not. I changed the shackle on that truck, and I shit you not. I pulled down my father-in-law's driveway, or out of my buddy's fucking garage. I'm driving down the road. I fucking go through town, and when I go through town, I hit a speed bump on the other side. Fucking boom, collapse. I'm like, fuck.
What people don't think of is when you have a weak link in any suspension component, everything else is suffering trying to keep it together. So then when you replace that one side, everything else just gives up.
Richie said the best water-fed pole on the market is the one you don't have to use. Richie, you should have came on the show, you twat.
Yeah, man. I hope you're doing well,
Yeah,
Richie.
I hope you're doing well, though. I mean, even though you're a cunt, I still love you.
Yeah.
Run it till the wheels fall. Fuck yeah, I run everything. That's why, like, my gray F-150... Like, everyone's like, man, why don't you get the door fixed? I was like, because in another fucking 8 payments, this motherfucker's getting traded in. I'm trading it in.
Goodbye.
Getting another one. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. I mean, if you run a small business, when you pay that truck off, just buy a fucking another one. Because what else? If you don't, you're just giving the money to the fucking government. So you might as well get something for your trouble. A comfortable work truck. You know what I mean? Yep. The next one, I am not leaving the fucking lot. Unless that fucking AC's so cold, my nipples are hard. I'm still... I need to put that ball valve on there. I'm just so hesitant to do so.
Dude, it makes sense, bro.
You said it works. Sense. You said it works, but I trust you, but then again, I don't. You know what I mean? Because you're because when you say something, you're like, stick to your guns, and you will like...
I'll fight you.
You'll fight me over it, and you'll go down and fucking crash and burn with this is what I said, and it'll work. Dude, you know what I mean?
Dude, I did that on my wife's 2007 Expedition with the 4.6. And we traded it in.
Same exact engine. And the same year, 2010 you had, right?
Yes.
Yep, same year.
No, 2007 on that one.
Okay, we had I have a 2010, and the blend door went bad.
Yeah, it's the actuator that closes the blend door, okay? Dude, I traded that shit in. The mechanics came out to look over the vehicle, and I'm like, I'm just laughing, you know. But it's 200,000 miles. What the fuck do you want to give me $3,500 on a trade?
Right.
And the guy goes, hey, can I ask you a question? I'm like, yeah. And he points to the fucking valve. It was one of those red rubber handled metal valves with the brass. He goes, what in the fuck is that? And I look at him. I go, you're a mechanic, right? And he goes, yeah, I service all the used cars. And I go, that there is heat, son. And he goes, wait a minute. I go, so in the winter, if you want heat, you just open that valve. Now in the summer or any other time, you keep it closed. That just stops the water flowing through the heater core. And he goes, oh, so the heater core is not bad. And I go, no, it's not bad. The blend door is stuck. And he goes, I gotta tell you something. That's the most brilliant thing I've ever seen.
Whatever, bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, because it's like $700. No, it's like $700.
12. No, I got quoted.
Rip the dash out.
Yeah, I got quoted fucking $1,300 fucking dollars to have that fucking shit done.
It's not the part. It's the labor.
And you know how much the part was?
Probably $40.
$26 for that actuator.
Yeah, no.
$26.
It's like 12 hours. They literally have to
remove the entire dash from the truck. Yes,
dude. I told you this. You just put the fucking Teflon tape on the threads. You fucking cut the line. You put good quality hose clamps on it, and you will never look back, bro. I'm telling you.
You know what? on payment 4 counting down, I'm gonna do it. It'll be summertime. It'll be the beginning of summer. I'm gonna cut that fucking hose and have air conditioning for the last 4 months.
Dude, we've been talking about this. I would have done it for you.
I know.
10 minutes.
Because we were talking about it before that. Before you even came up, we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know. I just roll the fucking windows down. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
Just roll the fucking windows down. You know what I mean? Be a man about it.
Yeah.
No, roll down. If you're hot in the summertime, roll down your windows. Be a man.
Yep. You don't live in Florida, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't live in Florida. I live in Ohio. We've established that, though, I think. You know?
Obviously.
Apparently, it's hot in Florida.
Yeah, we got nice weather right now though. We had some rain. We're supposed to have a cold front. It's going to bend into the 70s, high 60s. I love it. It's a nice time of year.
You know what? I would slap my mama for a '96 Buick Roadmaster.
Buick Roadmaster
I would
with
fucking.
drain on the side. I could
There's
see
one car that I would slap my mama in the mouth for, and that would be a '69 Lincoln, 4 doors, suicide doors.
Yeah, those are fucking like
That's what
hen's
I.
teeth.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to fucking have one of
Those
those.
usually have 429s in them, dude. They're badass.
Such a
They'll
sweet fucking
melt.
car, man.
They will melt one back tire as long as you hold that bitch.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
The
I would
fucking
love to have one of
E78 15s
those.
going boop, 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 boop.
Black with all white interior. Whew, man,
Yeah.
dude. Crispy,
Yeah.
dude. Crispy. The crispiest car of them all, as far as I'm concerned. I'm saying luxury cars. If we're talking luxury, just slow down pimping car, you can't beat that Lincoln, man. You can't beat it. You just can't beat it, man. Let's go, Brandon. Did you see this motherfucker standing up there like the Cornholio? What the fuck, guy? The fuck, dude?
He locked up. He
nobody
totally locked
says
up, dude.
anything about it.
Dude, you see that video where they put a jetpack on him and he flew out?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I
Someone
didn't
put
see
that
that
on
one.
TikTok.
Yeah, you got, yeah.
And the vapor trail from the the vapor trail hides him standing there.
Yo.
Fucking hilarious.
You know what I would like to see is fucking... I think he was trying to hold in the shit, dude. I think he had the shit. I think he was all clenched up trying to keep one from coming out.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I know this. The first time I saw that, because it was on the news. It was like talking about strange posture, and he was standing there, and dude, I'm watching this. I immediately start laughing when I saw how long he was holding that pose, and then I'm like, that looks like somebody. And then someone put fucking Beavis with him.
Dude, my uncle, man, you talking about cars fucking that you should have not got rid of. My uncle Larry, he's passed away. Vietnam veteran, hell of a guy. He's the one that made all of us boys the way that we are, and the way that I am. He had the most iconic fucking cars. Like, you know what I mean? He had a Mustang Fastback, he had a Mustang Mach 1, he had a Pontiac GTO, Judge. He had all the cool cars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking got rid of every single one of them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't realize, they didn't realize it back then. They had no idea.
No. You paid $3,500 for that car. Now it's worth $80,000, but nobody knew.
I know somebody right now, and I could get pictures of it and show you guys on the podcast. I would really like Mark to see it. I think I actually have sent you pictures of it before. My cousin's old mechanic, his wife, his wife has a Mustang GT500E. Like an all original Mustang GT500E.
Yeah. That shit is fucking nice.
Super rare, right?
Yeah.
I mean, super. The Eleanor car. The car from the Fast and, or whatever, the Gone in 60 Seconds or whatever.
I used to clean,
but an actual real one.
I used to clean this little used car lot, and it was B-class cars. And,
well, what I was getting at, she's been offered, I'm sorry, I'll just cut you off.
Yeah.
She's been offered almost $400,000 for that fucking car. She won't sell it. Yes.
It must be all original.
Dude, like when I say all original, it was her dad's car. It was all one family fucking original. Numbers matching the whole. I think it might even have the fucking original tires on the bitch.
Yeah, probably never been wrecked or anything.
Yeah, it's a very mint cherry fucking car. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
she won't sell it.
I was once cleaning this little used car lot and had B-class cars there, and there was a nice Mustang Fastback sitting in the lot, and I did my job and walked back to my truck, put my equipment away. I just walked over to the car and I was just looking at it, and the lady comes out. I've been working them for years, and she's like, "You like Mustangs?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You want to see something cool?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." Take me in the back through the sales department into the back where they detail the cars, and then there's a second garage there, doors closed, fucking air conditioning in there. Had a 69 Shelby GT350, fucking original, dude. It had like 12,000 miles on it. She's like, "This is my retirement." Carol Shelby signed the dash.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude. Have you ever watched that fucking oh no, yeah, you've watched it. The Matt
If it's
Damon
anything to do
movie.
with, oh yeah,
That
over the
movie is so
GT40.
good. Yeah, that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
movie's so good, dude.
yeah,
God,
yeah,
that's so good. Carol Shelby
yeah.
was a fucking straight savage in
Dude,
them
Carroll
streets.
Shelby went to General Motors and they turned him down.
Yeah.
They turned him down at anything
The
with
only
his
thing I
fucking
don't
name
like
on it.
about Ford is the fact how they did Carol Shelby and he went fucking made some cars for Dodge for a couple years. That was kind of
Yeah, he
irritating.
did. Those Shelby Cobra. What were
Daytonas,
they? Yeah, fucking junk.
Shelby
Junk.
Daytonas. Yep.
Yeah, that was in the 80s. That was fucking
Yeah.
nothing made any horsepower in the
Nothing.
80s,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck junk.
First car I had sex in was a Buick Skylark. Adam, I fucking love you, bro. He looked like he was riding a backpack rocket. He was, I just don't know what the fuck is going on with that dude. Like, that dude's
That's a sign
fucking
of dementia,
embarrassing,
dude. He's
man.
locked up. He had a blank stare. Okay, that's a sign of dementia. I mean, part of it's not funny.
No.
But it's funny to me because I don't like the motherfucker and what they're doing to him. He's just a fucking puppet, dude.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Dude, in the middle of the fucking interview, the town hall, he loses his thought and what the fuck is his name is reminds him of what they were talking about. Dude, if Donald Trump fucking spelled something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine if one of Donald Trump's kid was selling these shit ass fucking paintings? You see, there was dude. One of the congressmen.
Yeah, he's like
painting, right? He's
a Van Gogh,
this is 700.
And a Pollock,
and then they bring up hundreds, and the whole room started.
Because it's fucking stupid, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what fucking fantasy world are we fucking living in right now? I was watching a TikTok. I went out for a smoke break out of this nursing home I'm working in. Finally, unbelievably, I got the inside of that done. I don't know fucking how I did, but I managed to get it done.
Yeah.
And last minute deal. But I've never done this place before either. And the screens won't come out. They're all screwed in for security reasons. So I have to pull one panel and clean it inside and out and stick it back in, which was a fucking nightmare. Because a lot of them were screwed in. You know what I mean? Because they're afraid of patients getting out.
Yep.
And what was I saying?
You're talking about the nursing home you were cleaning.
Yeah, but why was I talking about that?
We were talking about Biden before that. Locking up people with dementia.
Maybe is that why I started talking about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll come to me.
Yeah, dude, he ain't a well man. He ain't a fucking well man.
What the fuck, dude? Why was I talking about that? I know it had to be very pertinent to the conversation, and I completely spaced that. See, now I've got dementia.
Yeah, you do. Dude, when he was doing that, the whole 30 seconds, I was fucking laughing the entire time.
I don't understand. Oh, anyway, yeah, I was watching a TikTok video. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Jared. I was watching a fucking TikTok video, and fucking, I'm scrolling through, and this fucking bitch is on here talking about how math is racist, and how do we know that 2 + 2 isn't 5? It's inherently racist. I'm like, what in the fuck are these people talking about? I stitched it and called them fucking retards, but whatever.
Oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with the public now?
Yeah, I got Biden brain for sure, dude. Let's go, Brandon.
There you go. Did you see Biden was doing a fucking rally or whatever? Mm-hmm. And in the middle of it, fucking people...
We want Trump. This ain't a Trump rally. Yeah, well, it is. You just didn't know it, my guy.
Yeah.
Everyone's here with their fucking camera out. They want to see you do something stupid.
That bitch gets a welcome wherever he goes. You notice that?
Hey, John Sacco, that's a good way to get fucking banned off this fucking show forever. You put my name and Biden in the same fucking line together. That's inexcusable. Any pussy in here, another flagpole convention tonight. Eddie is a fucking piece of shit, man. Fucking A, guy. You are such a bad guy. I love you, though, Eddie.
We need to get him on here.
Yeah, we need to get him on here for an actual... It's snowy, and I might not have power. I think he had power the whole time. He's just a scary-ass bitch.
Yeah, well, he didn't know what to expect.
I think he's the pussy that he's always talking about. He's the vagina he's always talking about, I think.
Yeah.
John
No,
Sacco, I'm still mad at you, bro. I'm still mad at you for calling me TJ Brandon.
Sacco rocks, man. Sacco likes
Nope,
that fucking
I don't like
profile
him. No.
picture.
I don't like him no
You
more.
know?
Fuck John
Yeah.
Sacco. He's a piece of shit, that guy. Fuck you too, Jason, you piece of shit.
Sacco wears that fedora more than Joe Hardy does.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sacco
fuck.
Yeah.
Joseph Henry fucking Sacco over here talking shit.
What? Sacco put a profile picture up. What does he look like?
Hardy?
Blues Traveler, like he plays with Blues Traveler. Where's that harmonica, bitch?
Oh, man. You getting him to sign that fucking fedora at fucking... God,
I still have it. It's in my closet right here.
Fucking hilarious, dude.
That was good shit, dude. Good fucking shit.
Fucking Flapjack City, he lives in the fucking... in coal miner country in fucking West Virginia. West by God, Virginia. One of the most beautiful states in the world. Well, in the country, I should say, not the world. Well, but you know what? I'll say it, one of the most beautiful places in the world. You ain't spending any time. West Virginia is beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful state. Yeah.
Yeah. Hardy blocked a bunch of us. That's good. You know, that's all good.
Well, we've tried to have a podcast with multiple window cleaners. You know what I mean? And it never seems to pan out. You know,
everybody wants to come on, and then when it comes down to the last hour, they shit themselves. Yeah.
Everyone talks. I get a lot of people that say, like Noah Peterson. I think I've asked that guy 70 times to come on the show.
Yeah. No, he's on the bucket list to get on here. One way or another, we're going to get him. You know, if you come down to IWCA, we'll do a live fucking podcast.
I'm not doing no live podcast.
Yeah, well, I am. And I'll have Noel Peterson on.
Noel Peterman, you don't even know the fucking guy's name.
Peterson.
How you even going to start the podcast? You don't even know how to fucking run your phone.
That's true. I'll have Jersey there. He'll hook me up.
There you go. Why don't I stop doing this and you and your fucking jerk off buddy, fucking Jersey, start your own podcast? How about that?
Jersey's gonna show up like one of the Backstreet Boys.
And then I can do other things on Wednesday night, like play fucking DC Universe with Adam.
That's gay.
Yeah, it might be to you, but it's fun for me.
I'm sure.
And then I don't have to deal with all this shit.
Nah.
Then you guys can do your thing. I mean, maybe then Jersey will sell you ad space in American Window
Life of
magazine.
He says he's going to throw a Buick 430. Did Buick ever make a motor that made any horsepower? I don't think so.
The Buicks?
Yeah, dude. The Grand National.
Grand National.
That's the only thing that they ever made that made fast.
Yeah.
Nothing else is fast,
I don't think there's anything else.
If it's a big block, dude, in order to get 500 horsepower out of like an Oldsmobile or a Buick, you got to pay a fucking shit ton of money. If that's your fucking thing, go with
I have a question for you guys. Do you think using 6.5 stack sectional ladders is safe? I saw something in a group.
Dangerous as fuck.
It's dangerous.
I knew a guy that fell from 6.5 pieces. Dave Hasnocha was there. The yoke snapped. 4.5. It used to be 5.5, and now it's 4 or 4.5. They don't even make half sections anymore. Dude, don't go up over 4.5.
I'm going to be honest with you right now. If I got to go over 30 feet, I'm just using a pole or a lift. You know what I mean? I'm not falling down for nobody. Yeah. I'm not trying to be super ladders. I'm not trying to be a ladder superstar. No. I did all that shit. I was young once too, and all these old dudes that do it, you just ain't fucking or broke nothing yet. You know what I mean? You know, so dude, I'm smooth on that.
The thing when you overdo the ladder, they're gonna snap at the yokes, or the pin in the piece below is gonna let loose, and it's not gonna fucking suddenly break and lean up against the wall. It's gonna go off like a fucking bomb, and you're coming down fast. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I
There's
said,
a lot of tension on a fucking stack ladder. If you haven't stacked 4 pieces and used it before, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But
understand this.
There's a lot of
experience. Okay. First of all, you got to be smart with it, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people don't realize this, so this might help. If you got a half piece and you're going to go to 5.5, you put that half piece in the middle. It's just like a short section of a water-fed pole. It's going to stiffen the entire ladder up because you got one piece that's not moving as much as the rest. A. B. Okay. Once you get over 5.5 and you add another one, you're only going to get, if it's a 6 foot section, you'll probably get 2.5,
Yeah.
3 feet out of it because you're just going to bow the fuck out of
Yeah.
that ladder. I mean, dude,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
be honest. I'm gonna be straight up, no bullshit with you. I have 3 pieces of stack. I had wooden stack. I had 3 pieces of. Now I have 3 pieces of aluminum stack. And if I can't get it with 3 pieces of stack, then I'm just gonna break out the 24, the 28, or the 40. You know what I mean? Just to be, I'm extension ladders with standoffs, because that's if I have to get on a ladder, it's gonna be safe. It's not gonna be like, look, I can stack 5 ladders. I'm fucking, my wiener's big.
Yeah, dude,
Fuck
I
that
used to
shit.
work for a guy, we had some patios on the 4th floor, so we would put 5.5 or 6 pieces of ladders up. You would climb it, okay, and when you got towards the top, the ladder would literally, the bow would start to come out of it, and the ladder would go up with you because the weight is no longer in the middle of the ladder. Does that make sense? So it would actually rise up about 8 inches, and I never liked that feeling that as you're climbing the ladders, moving back away from the building again and getting longer. And it was only a matter of time. You knew that bitch was gonna break.
Right. I just have no. I'm smooth with it. You know what I mean? I've got
Well,
no.
here's the thing. There's just too many other better options out
Yeah.
there. And guess what, guys? If you're 30 years, I fell at 31, 30, okay, on 4.5 pieces that came out from under me. We've told the story before. And you're going to recover in your 30s pretty good, in your 20s even better, in your 40s
Better
even
have
less. But it
fiddles in the
comes
band.
back, dude, 15 years later, it's going to come back to bite you with arthritis and fucking back pain and everything else. So is it really worth it to clean a couple fucking windows on 6 pieces of ladder? Like I said, Kaz Notra was there when the guy had 6.5 pieces and the yoke snapped. And guess what? He came to the ground in a tangle of fucking ladders and shattered his ankle. He's got fucking steel pins. And guess what? He's 25. When he's 50, which is about now, that motherfucker's going to remember that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he wasn't asking for himself. He was just asking because he's seen somebody talking about it in the group.
Yeah, they say 28 feet. People don't understand a 6 foot piece is only 5 foot because of the overlap, 1 foot on each side. You know, my personal opinion is that I have every combination that they don't make no more. I got half bases, I got half center pieces, I got 7 foot heads.
He said the reason why I asked is the fucking guy is in the group calling everybody a rookie, something about 30 years doing it. Yeah, I'll be approaching 20. I'm working on 20 years right now, and the only thing I get fucking testy about is dudes that try to tell other dudes this is the way to do it. No, there's more than one way to skin a fucking cat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If your windows are coming out clean and you're getting a check for it, that's the right way to fucking do it.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
You know, that's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I get testy about. But as far as like, oh, you're not using ladders all the time, or you're not doing it with a rope, or you're not using fucking this water-fed pole, so you're a fucking rookie. I just don't. I don't get into that shit.
It all comes to growing up. When I was younger, I look at someone climbing 5.5 pieces like a fucking monkey as an animal. Now I look at them as there's better options.
Yeah, there's way better options.
You ain't impressing me. You know what I'm saying?
There's better options. The only person that you're fucking impressing is yourself. And I'll say this, I've said it 1,000 times. If you want to fucking impress me, jump up in the air and stay there. Because that's the only thing that's going to work.
Yep.
I'm just going to let you know. Unless you can fucking levitate, I'm not feeling it, my guy.
keep in mind, in the 80s and 90s when I was learning to clean windows, we had Tucker poles, but we didn't have purification systems.
Yeah.
We didn't have all the options you do now.
Yeah.
And you did anything to make a buck. Now, with the amount of equipment that's available to you through everybody, okay, or even I had guys that are local. I need to go 50 feet. Can I borrow your pole? I don't like to lend out my equipment I make my living with, but it's a good guy. Here you go. Here's how you use it. Just so you know, it's fucking $3,800 if you fucking break it.
Yeah.
You will. I don't want to hear it was worn. I don't want to hear it had scratches. You will put a brand new one in my fucking hands.
I got people all the time. They see my poles and shit like that, and they're like, "Man, I need to get me one of those." And I tell them how much it is and how much one of them are. Well, at least while we wait, we hydrate. He's like, I tell him how much it costs, and he's just like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, God damn. I was like, yeah, dude. They're
Dude,
not cheap, man. It's,
dude, the other day,
it's
I
an
got a funny one.
investment. That is a fucking, that's an investment, man. And it's a good investment. I mean, if you get to a point in your business where you can afford that and justify having it, you should do it. It will make it, especially if you've gotten proficient cleaning windows traditionally. That is a nice step to take in the right, because I don't suggest guys that are just starting out in the business going out and buying a water fed pole. I don't think it's a good idea. It doesn't make you a window cleaner, and what it does do is it makes you not a good window cleaner. You need to know what it takes to get a piece of glass clean. And when I say that, I mean any kind of glass with fucking artillery mold fungus, glass with screen burns, glass with fucking calcium deposits. You know what I mean? You need to know how to get that glass looking like, and you should, that way you'll know, I can use a water-fed pole here, or I can't use the water-fed pole here. You know what I mean? You got to learn those things. You have to learn those things. And not only that, it will help your technique using a water-fed pole. If you've cleaned glass traditionally, you know what not to do to get good results. You know what I mean? Stay off the fucking frames. If you start seeing milky white shit, you know it's gonna be a shit show. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna have to rinse more, because when you get that white shit on your rag, you're like, fuck. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's there's levels to this shit, equipment wise and skill wise. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that a young dude sucks or anything like that. You know what I mean? But I can see, like, there's a trend that if you're fucking young and hip and fucking do kick flips and got a fucking shaved head, fucking queer ass haircut, you know what I mean? You get jerked off. You know what I mean? And I think there's a little bit of disrespect to the guys out there that have been doing this a long time and know what the fuck works and what doesn't work.
I look at it as a
that
little
aren't
bit of
dicks about it.
Because, like I said, now I would have loved to have half that shit when I was learning.
Oh yeah.
Take advantage of the market and the companies that are giving you a product that can safely make you fucking money. And the investment is in yourself and in your business, and there is no sacrifice for that. Because guess what? Falling off a ladder ain't no fucking fun.
No, it's not. It's not.
Dude, the other day I cleaned
this
roof.
It sucks.
I cleaned this roof, Chris, right? And one of the guys did it last week, and then this week I go there, and he goes, "Hey, there's a big fucking Mylar happy birthday balloon up on the ceiling. They need us to get down." So I'm like, I bring the fucking destroyer there, and I walk in there, and I go to the manager, "Hey, I'm told you want that balloon down." He goes, "Oh, it had like a weight on the bottom, like a plastic fucking thing." But it was like huge, dude. It was like 3.5 feet. I go, "Dude, that Mylar is gonna hold helium
forever.
For weeks. That shit ain't coming down on its own anytime soon." And he goes, "You could get it down." I go grab that destroyer. So I just got the pole with the tip, and I'm trying to wrap it around the string, and I get it. Yeah, the weight. I start getting it. Collapse the pole and it would come off. So finally I just go, "Oh, that's it." I put the scraper on there, dude. I go, "Listen, this might be a little loud." He's like, "Get it the fuck down." I put the scraper on there, dude. It sounded like a bomb. I fucking should have videoed. I was laughing I laugh at stupid shit, but that was fucking funny as hell.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm not a hater by any sense. I don't want people to take that the wrong fucking way, but what I'm getting at is there's two sides of that coin. There's the old guy that's just a complete fucking asshole and thinks anybody that's younger than him is fucking stupid if he ain't doing it the way he's doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there is a contingency of us out there that have been doing it a while that I think we get shit down our necks a little bit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And and then there's these dudes that don't even fucking know. They don't know their ass from a fucking hole in the ground, and they're fucking a community expert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, are you fucking for real, dude? I mean, like, come on, man. The fuck? So it is, that shit goes both ways, man. It does. It really does go both ways. There's a lot of fucking douchebags out there. That's all you can say. What you got to do is just find an area of the community that suits you the best and stick to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Jared had a point. He said the realist window cleaners I've heard on YouTube is y'all. Some of these other guys out here make it seem like you gotta down an hour on each pane. I've seen that process where the guy soaps up the window, then he steel wools it or Scotch Brights it, then he wipes it, then he wets it again. Dude, I don't know about you, T, but if I scrape something off a window, I don't re-wet it again.
Unless there's shit, still like floating on the glass, then I'll fucking wet it again. That way I'm not making no smears. But come on, man, come on, man.
Look, I just look at it like
the key word in that sentence, though, Mark, was scraper.
Exactly. But I see these guys go through a 12-step process, 2 different rags, fucking. I just hope this. I hope you're getting paid well for that fucking window. And if you tell me you get $12 a window, I'm still beating your ass doing it in half the time.
I worked 8 hours straight in this retirement community today. 8 hours straight through. I fucking stopped twice to get, have a cigarette. So maybe 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Smoke a cigarette. Fucking let them, do their movements for lunch and breakfast. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, well, they're getting everybody out of the rooms. I'm just gonna wait while they do that, and then I'll get in and do what I need to do. You know what I mean? That way they're not in there. And I used 3 fucking towels in 8 fucking hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all I had was 1 squeegee, 1 fucking mop, and a fucking scraper. And them motherfuckers look titties. You know what I mean? I didn't fucking no Ninja Turtle shit, no fucking woo chop, no fucking wax on, wax off. Just wet it, scrape it, clean it. It's clean after you scrape it. It's clean. You don't need to fucking go like this for a fucking hour. It's clean after you scrape it.
Yeah.
Will that work on every window? Probably not, but I've been doing this 20 years, and there's probably only fucking 3 pieces of glass in my whole life. I was like, oh, I can't scrape that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Yeah. I'm not saying that's for everybody, though. You might live in an area where it's prevalent. I don't fucking know. But, I mean, Mark's been doing it longer than me. How often do you run into glass you can't scrape?
Maybe...
just regular glass. I'm not talking about hurricane glass. It's very rare. You know what I mean? Rare. Yeah. I mean, of course, you've got to be fucking careful.
Dude, I don't do a lot of construction cleaning. I did one today. I'll put some pictures up. It's just a little. They built some new docks on the waterway, and they put these bathrooms there.
Yeah.
And the contractor's like, hey.
Did I tell you to stop eating tacos? Keep going.
They go ahead and clean the windows up, and I look, and it's got one of those. It's got those stickers that come off real nicely and don't leave any glue because they're like plastic. But they had been on there for so fucking long, they were coming apart. And it clearly says on the sticker, do not use a razor blade to clean these windows. And I'm like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
I put the blade on it, no fucking problem. Mark comes pulling up
and
I'm like,
hey, I put the blade on it. You know what I mean?
Just for that fucking sticker right there. Run the blade on these motherfuckers. You know? And you just got to know what you're doing. That's all. You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like I saw that. You saw that post the other day. The guy had these fucking dirty ass windows, and he tried bleach, and he tried.
Oh, that fucking guy that I fucking went in on. I'm like, bye, dude. He's been cleaning windows for 40 years. He says. You've been cleaning 40 years, and you don't know what's gonna get those super dirty windows fucking clean. It's called a scraper. You fucking muck. You
put in fucking hydrochloric acid on shit.
Yeah, hydrochloric acid, fucking bleach. What the fuck are you talking? Soft scrub? Soft scrub, my guy?
You're gonna have a fucking explosion, dude. You're gonna die.
Fucking idiot. God damn, man. Fucking stupid motherfuckers, man. Stop eating potatoes, TJ. I can't, bro. I'm Irish, my guy. I said, I told him to stop. I didn't ask you to stop eating tacos, did I? That's one of my most favorite young dudes that I've met in this industry is HD Wash, man.
He's good people, man.
He's a good dude, man.
He's good people.
That's one of my favorite people I've met doing, young dudes I've met doing this.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. And he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. He's good people.
Every soft washer ever has put bleach on glass.
Yeah. It's just salt. You know what I'm saying? It's just salt.
Yeah. Listen, man. I'm a firm believer in the scraper, man. Firm believer. I don't, there was a Squeegee Life starter kit that was put on I don't know if you guys know that either. But yeah, there's one of those up there, and I think I insisted on a scraper in that. Like, you gotta put a scraper in there, right? I mean, you gotta have a scraper.
We should have a Squeegee Life starter kit with nothing but
scraper.
a scraper.
Yeah, scraper. I know people, you know what I mean? I know people are really hesitant. Like, I had this guy on one of my Instagram posts earlier this year. He's like, you're scraping tempered glass. I'm like, yeah, I've been scraping this same set of tempered glass for like 15 years. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you talking about, guy?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, is there something you know that I don't fucking know, guy?
Yeah.
Because if there ain't, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ain't a super pro unless you're scraping shit. That's all I gotta say, dude.
Yeah, the whole thing is knowing where, what to listen for.
If your walnut pad and your steel wool ain't getting it off, what are you going to use on it?
Yeah.
What are you going to use to get it off? A scraper. So why don't you just go with the scraper every time? First thing out the, you know what I mean? Just first thing, oh man, there's something on the window. Scraper, it's gone. Yep. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I'm a fucking dumbass. I don't know. Whatever.
Dude,
maybe I'm giving the wrong advice on my podcast.
You know what I used to do? I swear to God, and I used to get ragged on every time I'd go somewhere because I'd forget it was there. When I was a young window cleaner, I used to keep a single edge razor right above my ear.
I know. I actually worked with a guy that did that as well.
Yeah. And I'd forget it was there. I'd walk in the grocery store and someone's like, "Hey, you know you got a razor in your ear? What are you, some kind of rock monster?"
I'll be honest. When I run it like today, I fucking got on the outside of that building and I fucking bladed every fucking pane of glass like a fucking savage. My arm is fucking sore and tired. But every fucking one of those windows shine like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Nothing makes a window shine like some soap, water, ammonia, and a scraper. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care what bottle you put it in. You know what I mean? Nothing works better than that. Now, if it won't come off after you've done that, you got to go buy Squeegee Life polish from Mark Tanner.
Yeah. Get it done.
Yeah. Which will never come out, but we'd like to talk about it. That's coming out as soon as the Dick Wind Chimes. Right after the Dick Wind Chimes come out, Squeegee Life polish.
They're brothers. They're hanging out together.
They're actually stuck on the same shipping container.
Yeah, they're cruising around San Diego.
They're in the shipping container right behind the Chinese soldiers. Right behind, Hey, I seen DeSantis is like, yo, you can't unload your ships in fucking California. Come to Florida. I fucking love that, dude.
They're offering them $5,000 incentives to bring them motherfucking ships in.
I fucking love that fucking dude, man. That dude is
badass.
He's gonna end up, and there's something bad's gonna end up happening to him.
No. He's gonna end up president.
I hope nothing does, but
yeah. No, dude, he's a fucking animal.
He's bucking the system, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's put a saddle on it. He's got he's got the pull back on the bit and beating the fuck out that horse, boy.
Yeah, well, you saw him on that interview. He goes, I don't want to hear nothing about vaccine mandates when you're letting 1 million people over that fucking border.
That's true, man. It's true. It's true. It's true. You see that representative from I think it's North Carolina or maybe South Carolina, the one that's paralyzed.
Yeah.
You see what he got in front of Congress and said, he's like, we got to investigate this Fauci and these dogs. He's killing puppies and shit, right?
Well,
is that what he was talking about?
Yes.
That thing 100%. That you were talking about. So that's the puppy thing. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Now listen, you know me, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but if you think about the pieces of the puzzle fitting together where they want this COVID to continue by allowing 1 million motherfuckers in here, unchecked, unvaccinated, planting them through the fucking country, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is. I tell you what, this is very troublesome, and I don't know if people have realized this yet, but this is not this vaccination and these mandates that they're trying to slowly work in. The troublesome part about this is the fact that this thing does not work forever. You have to get this redone every year. So you mean to tell me that we're going to have to be taking this fucking virus that's fucking or vaccine that's fucking killing some people and fucking some other people up and having adverse effects year after year after year? I just, no way, dude. I will never bend the fucking knee. It will never happen. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to do it. Never, ever, ever. I'm never going to do it.
Nope.
Never. I got my vaccinations when I was a kid against polio and chicken. When I got chicken pox because my cousin had chicken pox, and my mom took me over to the hospital. Like, you're getting chicken pox,
to go get it. Yeah,
just so you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it's clear that, you know, I'm not an anti-vaxxer because my children have all had their shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna catch polio or fucking the mumps or fucking the measles or none of that fucking shit. But if they get vaccinated for the vids,
dude, I don't agree.
They're gonna get that shit anyways.
I don't agree. I'm not an anti-vaxxer either. I'm along the same line as you, but I do not agree. Now they're starting to say they're going to start vaccinating 3 to 5 year olds or something. I ain't agreeing. I
also don't agree with the frequency in which young children get vaccinated with just regular vaccinations. I think
it's too much at once.
Too much at all at one time, and I think it has an adverse reaction on some children. I really do feel that it does. I think they should be stretched out over time. That's what I think. I think the whole, let's go in there and give them fucking one in this arm, one in this arm, one in that leg, one in that leg. That's what they did to Uriah. And I'm like, nah, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
I almost knocked out a doctor, an eye doctor. They put Uriah in this fucking thing, and he was just like, you know, it was just a baby, you know what I mean? Because he needed glasses or whatever, and, you know, the way he did him, I fucking told him, I was like, nah, get him the fuck out of there. And I'm like, I fucking reared back. I was gonna pop that fucking dude. You know, like, you know, get my baby out of there, motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's just a little much on a baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're fixing to go visit the dentist in a minute, Doc. Get them teeth fixed.
I don't know if Jason. I don't know how true that is or not. I don't, you know, get too much into the conspiracy on it all anymore. All I know is there's gain of function research was being done. There's evidence of that.
Come on, dude. This shit came right out of that lab.
It was released.
And I believe it was purposely set on us.
It was purposely let go at the perfect fucking time. Let's be honest about it. That virus was cut loose to fucking win an election. That's all there is to it. YouTube be damned. That's just, you know what I mean? Those are just the facts, man. Now, if we had millions of viewers, if we had fucking 30,000 people watching right now, YouTube would probably yank this. But
it'd be down.
Oh yeah, we'd be down for that. But since our viewership is below 30, you know what I mean? While we're live, we're good.
Dude, I seen a video the other day. Fucking gas in California is like $8 and change for a fucking gallon of gas.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to blame this, wants to blame that. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you this: even if Trump was still in office, I wouldn't have took this vaccination. I still wouldn't have done it. Still wouldn't have done it. I mean, you know what I mean? I support Trump, but I'm not a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go out and get vaccinated for something that has a 99. But I think if he would have got back, if he would have been the election, if what would have happened, it hadn't happened, and he was duly reelected, I don't think this would even be an issue right now. We wouldn't even be talking about it now.
No.
I mean, what was that virus? What was that virus that was loose when fucking Obama was a president?
SARS,
I think it was. President Obama said, just quit counting cases.
Yeah. They washed that shit under the rug.
They washed that shit right under the fucking rug. That was fucking, we're all gonna die from SARS. I've got fucking Facebook memories. Like from the Ebola virus, the fucking, you know what I mean? That are fucking censored. Like Facebook is censoring those old posts.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, are we even living in the fucking real world right now, dude? What the fuck is going on, man? I just don't understand it, dude.
Dude, it was like the last time I got suspended. You can actually see how many times and what you get suspended for. So, and I screenshotted it because I was going to put it back up, but it was a post of Bill Clinton, of his face, and it's like all pink around his nose and everything, broken blood vessels and everything. And someone put, if Bill Clinton is white, what color is this? And he's standing there and it's all fucking blotchy and everything. And so I put that matches Hillary's vulva rash, and they suspended me for that shit.
That's fucking like, it's fucking, only reason why I'm not really engaging on Facebook now is because of the Squeegee Life the podcast. That's the only reason why, because I can't share the motherfucker. Obviously I can't depend on people to be on the show and share it for me anymore. So I have to be careful what I say and what I do. So, I have to be nice on Facebook now, or I'll lose my ability to let people know we're doing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Seth ain't here tonight because Seth, his power went out. They had really bad storm up there where he's at, and he closed on his house this evening. So congratulations to our buddy Seth.
Yeah.
We miss you, Seth. Seth will be back. I think this is going to be a three-person show from here on out. We're probably most likely going to start having guests come on. Not guests, but guest hosts. We're probably going to be doing one of those every other week. Most likely that'll probably pertain to the list of fucking Patreon members that we have. We're going to start including them on the shows, I think. Having them on, like Jason, Henry, fucking, whoever, HD Washman, fucking Mario. Our Patreon members will probably be guest hosts from here on out. And it'll be the core group will be the three of us moving forward.
Yeah, and if someone wants to sit in, even if it's for half of the show, whatever you're comfortable with, it always seems to be, well, I'll come in for half the show and then they stay the whole time and have a blast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
know, that way, just to eliminate any confusion moving forward in the future. You know what I mean? The three-headed monster is back. That's the way it will remain.
Yeah.
And, it is what it is. If that offends or pisses people off or whatever, I've done absolutely nothing wrong. And I'm not going to delve into it deeply where it needs to be a huge, giant fucking issue, because it isn't. Because it's not for me. But it's just, if this is the way it's going to be every week, I might as well just move forward like I am now. You know what I mean? And just be done with that.
Yep.
Why cause drama? There's no need for it. So.
No, not at all. I mean,
oh no, no more. No, he's more than welcome anytime he wants. That's the last time I'm going to say that. Just so everybody knows, that will be the last time I say he's more than welcome. So,
it's up to Tim.
Yeah, we've gone through this before, and not a word has been spoken in fucking almost a month. So it is what it fucking is. So don't be asking me about it. Don't be sending me no more private messages about it. You heard? I just told you right here. I've done nothing wrong, and nothing has been said,
story.
And it is what it fucking is.
Look,
so
this show has evolved into what it is today. It was different 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was different 50 episodes ago. Yeah. It's going to go up and down.
It's going to be. It's going to be. Come on, in 30 or 40 episodes, it's going to be completely different then.
Exactly.
That's what we do here. We do what we do, and really, to be honest with you. I could pull all this shit off the screen, turn the shit off in the background, and me and Mark and Seth could sit here and talk about anything but fucking window cleaning and still do a podcast every week.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just being real. I'm just keeping it fucking real. And, I'm just to the point now where I'm just fucking over all the bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, get myself all twisted and bent out of shape like I normally do, and like, oh man, I've done something wrong, and who have I offended this time? I mean, do I go into this and what we've done, and the cover of the American Window Cleaner magazine, all four of us together, anything? To me, we're friends, and if I've done something wrong, it's best if I do something to piss Mark off, he just tells me.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
What I mean?
Look,
so
I understand my view of this is that as long as we're having fun and it's somewhat productive, answer a couple questions, shoot the shit, and fucking laugh. That's what it set out for me originally, and it's still that way to this day.
Yeah, but once it turns into a fucking debate or an argument,
I'm not about. I keep that out of my life.
Not speaking or any of that shit. It becomes not fun.
Yeah. No. It becomes a chore.
Yeah,
and I'm not
I
doing
don't
any more
do that,
chores.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. Exactly. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to you guys. It's just not. Who wants to do that? I mean, we're friends. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. You know what I mean? So if this is the way that I guess it's going to be, then this is the way it's going to be. I'm not going to fight one way or the other about it. I'm just not going to do it. Like I said, I'm not gonna piss on friendships over dumb shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, if someone wants to do that, they can do that. You know what I mean? Like, you guys watching want to get mad at me over something. I'm just not. We're buddies. Let's not. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that.
Yep.
You know, if I've got an issue, I'm just going to be honest with you about it, tell you what the issue is, and then we're going to move on, or we're not going to move on about it. I'm definitely not going to just be like, give you the silent treatment, you know. Yeah. So
no,
and I'm not going to be chasing nobody neither. You know what I mean? You know, like
no,
you know,
me and
Chris Virgin and I, you know, he came to me about what Seth said, and you know, I thought that everything was cool because he made me sound like it was cool, and then people are sending me fucking pictures of him saying, "Oh, fuck Seth," and da-da-da-da-da. It's just like, is it cool or it ain't cool? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Either we're going to get this...
Clearly, Seth was fucking drunk. Clearly, Seth had a lot of beers in him. And Seth occasionally likes to eat. When he thinks that something's goofy, he just says it. It's no slight towards you.
Yeah.
Seth's a great fucking guy, whether you want to think he is or not.
Personal attack
a very good businessman. That motherfucker is up there fucking killing it. And if you want to learn how to fucking run a business well, that's one of the first dudes you might want to call.
Yep. Oh, I agree with that.
Okay? Second, he's not a fuck around guy. He's one of them knock around fellers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, it's just, you know, bro. And he's fucking hilarious. How do you not like that guy? Sweetheart of a guy. And that's my homie. And that's my dude. And, you know, I'm going to back his play 100% all the time. And that's not to say that I dislike you, Chris, because that's not true either. Even though there are plenty of guys that you do not get along with. You know who they are. You know what I mean? Jason Lehman. You know what I mean? You've never done me wrong. Only thing I feel like you might be being a little dishonest with me about. That's all. You know what I mean? You know, and we all got tempers and shit. You know what I mean? So it's all good. I've got no ill will whatsoever, and I can promise you this: neither does Seth. Seth means ill will either. He just like when he says something, that's what he believes, and you can argue the merits opposite. Otherwise, if you'd like, you know what I mean?
You got to respect.
But he's gonna. But he doesn't. He doesn't. And I know for a fact he said that if that's the way you make money, I got nothing but respect for it. I know he said that. He just thinks it's fucking dumb. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You can't. But he's from fucking. Where the fuck is he from? Wherever. Massachusetts is where he's fucking from, and it's cloudy there all the time. You know what I mean? So. We got more wind power on the East Coast than we do solar power in the Northeast. That's just the way it is in the North, because it's fucking cloudy here all the time. And we get a lot of fucking wind. So wind power makes more sense here than it does where you're at.
Look, at the end
Florida,
of the day,
fucking California,
we all clean shit for a living.
Yeah.
Okay? We all hold our industry to heart because that's how we feed our families. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that window cleaners, pressure cleaners, and solar panel cleaners all turn it into something that I believe it's not, okay? So, meaning technicians, meaning fucking you need $50,000 trailer full of pressure washing equipment. If that's what works for you, then so be it. If you can show up to a parking garage with 7 flatbeds and fucking clean that shit 1 million square feet in 5 days, more power to you, buddy. More power to you. If you want to buy electric-powered brushes to clean solar panels,
right?
And you could get fucking $400 to clean fucking an hour's worth of solar panels, more power to you, dude. You're a great salesman.
Well, Fernando, I don't, man. I have no problem with confrontation whatsoever. You know what I mean? I feel like if we could speak about it, we could speak about it privately. We could speak about it publicly, too. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? Whatever's whatever. You know what I mean? Like Sean Webb and I had who's watches the show. I met him in person. Seems like a pretty good dude. You know what I mean? We had a difference of agreement on the way he worded a post about Black Diamond squeegee rubber being fucking garbage. And I was just like, if you don't mean... And then in the comments, he's like, well, I didn't mean anything negative about it. Then why did you say it was fucking garbage? That's negative. So keep the same energy. You know what I mean? And, he says he didn't take offense, but it kind of seemed like he did. You know what I mean? I just said, hey, man, if you got a grievance... And then he mentioned coming on the show, and I was like, well... you know, if you want to come on the fuck show, we can come. I mean, we can air it the fuck out. I mean, you're not going to be like, hey, man, I'll come on the show and talk about it. Well, come on then, motherfucker. You know what I mean? If you think I'm going to be like backpedaling, like, oh, no, we're going to talk about it public. No, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. You know, and I'm almost to the point now where if Perry Tate would like to come on this show and get shit on live on camera, I'd do that too. I'd do that too. Because I'm telling you right now, the karate, the hard body style karate, I'll bring to Perry Tate.
That will show the fuck up.
That will be the fucking crane kick, Karate Kid, no can defend. You know what I mean? I will fuck that dude up live on this bitch. You ain't never washed a window in your life for money. You never have. Don't lie. You ain't never bought no bread and no fucking milk and no fucking eggs cleaning glass. You a motherfucking liar, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, Tom from CWC, man, I just feel like the shit with what Tom did with, like, he, like, copied that poll verbatim from fucking, Philip. And I just thought that was trashy, and I fucking said something about it. I don't give a fuck. He can not like me if he'd like to not like me. You don't have to like me. But if I see something that I think is fucking goofy, I'm gonna fucking say, man, that's fucking goofy, man. Why are you doing that? Why would you do that? Why would you know Philip just released that poll, and then you're gonna come out with one that looks just like it? I mean, it looks like it, but it don't perform like it. We've seen in videos it doesn't perform like it. It's not as thick of wall thickness and shit like that. You know, but I'm not saying that dude from CWC is a bad guy either. He's not a bad dude. I still got pure water power shit on my I didn't tear that shit down. I don't get on a rally and talk shit about him all the fucking time. He's the one that got all fucking buttered. Oh, we're not friends no more. Tom Two Mouth, I'm fucking blocking you. Oh, get the fuck out of here, guy. What you did was fucking goofy, man. Yeah, and I called him on it, and he didn't fucking like it, and fucking blocked me, and fucking made videos about me and all that fucking shit, man. Whatever, dude. Well, she didn't block you for no reason, Eddie. Carrie fucking blocked you for good reason. You're a fucking twat, dude. When it comes to women, you're a dick.
Yeah, there had to be something with the term sandwich in there.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you this right now. Back in the outlaw window cleaner days and Carrie, when we was all up in that group all the time, I would get private messages all the time about Eddie from the females. You know what I mean? Carrie was one of them. And I go and look at the shit that he said, and I'm just like, man, you cannot get mad. I mean, I love Eddie. Yeah. But he would get mad at me and call me a fucking this. He called me names and shit. I'm just like, dude, listen. You cannot be a douchebag. You just can't. Whether you think it's cool or not, it just, it is a double standard. Whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is, dude. You know what I mean?
Yep.
She's out there making money cleaning windows. Just be respectful of that. You ain't got to be like, hey, shouldn't you be in the kitchen making sandwiches instead of cleaning windows? You cannot say shit like that. Even I don't think. I mean, if Carrie knew you personally or knew you better, it probably would have went over differently. But the fact that she had no idea who your old ass is, I mean, anyone that's in pro window cleaning knows what Eddie's doing. You know what I mean? If you're smart, you know what he's doing.
You know what the funny thing is when we met Carrie at KC Mo.
Yeah, she was awesome, man.
I was like, oh, that's that Carrie Gunther girl. And I walk up and we'd introduce and we're talking and I'm like, she's pretty cool to hang out with. And then I go, so Carrie, she pointed out something I never think of. She goes, I go, you use water fed in your business? And she's like, no, it's like a waste of water. You use too much water. I never thought of that. I'm like, and that's her opinion, and she's entitled to it. 100%.
I mean, and all of us dudes were standing there and just kind of looking at each other. We didn't have nothing to say about it because it's true.
Yeah,
it's kind of a little bit of a waste of water.
I respect the window ninja thing that she does and all that. I think that's cool as hell, man.
I do too, man. I got respect for anybody that puts food on the table, cleaning glass.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Is my sandwich ready?
And according to Eddie, as long as there's a sandwich involved.
Eddie and my dad would be fucking. They're like long lost brothers. Eddie should add my dad on Facebook so they can get blocked on Facebook together. Fucking both you guys say the same exact shit all the time, dude.
Oh my god, that's too much.
Dad's was always on Facebook looking for a new sandwich maker. My fucking Jennifer I used to get yelled at. Jennifer would come in the room and fucking yell at me about my dad. I was like, I didn't do it. You know what I mean? I would get yelled at for him. You know what I mean? Now, listen, Carrie, you don't have to help anything. Like I said, you've been a guest on the show. We have lots of respect for you, and don't you even sweat it. Don't you even sweat it.
Yeah. No, she's a sweetheart. And like I said, she knows what's up. She knows what she's doing. She's out there kicking it like everybody else.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
You know?
Yep. It is what it is. I just don't want the latter half of this show, the last 30 minutes, to turn into a whole bunch of fucking drama. I said some things in the beginning. I've said some things in the middle, and then I said a little bit here at the end. There's no ill will. I'm not mad or angry at anybody. We haven't kicked nobody out of here. We ain't fucking, none of that shit. So I don't want nobody to get that in their head. I don't know. I haven't been brought abreast of the situation, and now it's been a month, and I'm just like, it is what it is now. So if that's the way it's going to be, then that's the way it's going to be. I wasn't going to go crazy and address all that shit like fucking head fucking long, but I figure, as much as people fucking ask me about it, I got to say something, and just after this, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm done talking about it. You know what I mean? And it'll sort itself out, in the long run. I just got to move ahead with whoever's all on the same page with me, and it makes an attempt to be on the same page with me. You know what I mean? So, and I've made several different attempts to open up lines of communication, and it just doesn't seem to work. So, you can only go unread for so fucking long. You know what I mean? And it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A great analogy that my grandmother used to say all the time is just stop watering shit for 2 weeks and see what grows and see what doesn't grow.
Yep.
So, I stopped watering it, and clearly there's no growth there, and there's no questions being asked or information given. So why water plants that don't want your attention? Just no point in it. No point in it. And with as busy as I've become and the older that I'm getting, I just don't have the energy for it anymore.
Well, look, the most valuable thing that we all have, whether you want to realize it or not, is your time.
Yeah.
If I gotta waste my fucking time with, I mean, I hear people tell me this is the dumbest shit, and I'm like, don't you have anything better to do with your time than fucking waste mine?
Right, and that's not. I don't want this to come off like I'm scolding a former guest of the podcast only. There is multiple relationships that I deal with in this industry that I feel this way about, and I am just fucking done. I just cannot do it any fucking more. You know what I mean? I cannot do it any fucking more. So from now on, you'll get what you give from me from here on out. That's just all there is to it. You know what I mean? And I think, depending on how well and the timing of things, I think every single Patreon member is going to get a Christmas gift from me this year. From the podcast. Even the people that are $1.
Yep.
Now, if you fucking try to sign up in November to get something from me, it's probably going to be a sticker.
And I did a Joe Biden sticker that I've been putting on the gas pump.
But
dude, I was on my way to camp last weekend on a Friday, and I stop at a marathon station halfway there where I always get my diesel and everything. And I pull up there, I fill the bikes, fill the cans, and I scout out. I put 2 or 3 Joe Biden stickers on. This other guy, I'm waiting for him to leave. He's right on the other side of the pump aisle, right? And he's watching me do what I'm doing. So finally, I'm just like, fuck it, roll the dice. He looks like a cool dude. I walk between his door that was open and the pump and I pull out a sticker out of my pocket. He's like, what are you doing? And I go, oh, I'm inspecting the pump, make sure everything works right. So I stick the fucking sticker on. As I'm walking by, I just hear him fucking laughing. I turn around, I had like 4 more in my pocket. I reach in my pocket, I hand them to him. I go, here, share the wealth, give them to your friends. He goes, fuck no, I ain't giving these away. They're going on pumps.
Yeah, keep to yourself and just grow. Yeah, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna, all that extra effort I do into trying to fucking, be this for this person and be that for that person and da-da-da-da. And I don't mean that in my personal life, but in my professional life. I'm just gonna stop doing it. I'm gonna pour it all into what we're doing. You know what I mean? Clearly pouring it into anywhere else just does not do me any fucking good whatsoever. It just does not. It's like, here's a fucking plate of food, and then here's another 6 months go by, here's another plate of food, and you know, I'm just not. You know what I mean? I want to be fed every fucking day.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty good at doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty good at fucking, you know, doing the right things. Scratching
even killed, man.
Yeah,
gotta be even killed. Yeah,
wetting all the beaks that need to be wet. You know what I mean? Try to be the, you know what I mean? Represent where I need to represent. Do all the right things, and it gets me fucking nowhere. It gets me nowhere. Yeah. So
well, understand, T. Whenever anything in your life, anything from gaming, your hobbies, Facebook, the podcast starts to consume your life in a negative way,
you gotta
get rid of it.
You gotta get rid of it,
dude, because your time is your most valuable asset, and if you're wasting it putting fucking fires out or wondering what someone else is saying, you know what? I know a handful of guys that would fucking take a bullet for me that I could call at any fucking time, and they'd be there for me.
Yep.
Those are my fucking true friends. Other people's are acquaintances. Yep. If they turn into true friends like I would be to them, then so be it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do the podcast because I fucking enjoy it. Okay, I enjoy hanging out with you. I enjoy interacting with these people, sharing a little knowledge or learning something.
When it becomes a chore, it just loses its charm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want this to lose its charm. And I'm not speaking of anyone in specific. I'm just saying the energy as a whole. I don't want it to be drugged down and me bitching about shit on here all the fucking time or being in a bad mood or, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that. We did that for a while and it really didn't.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Is if you look back 50 podcasts, 60 podcasts when shit was a roller coaster ride of fucking negativity. At that point, I didn't think this would go on much longer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like just before, like I'd say like just before 100.
Yeah.
Like that 100, but like the 75 to like fucking 150 range. It was just like it was just too much bullshit.
Well,
and it started out, and the whole podcast started out that way too.
You know what?
You know what I mean? It started out that way too. And it was just not good. It just wasn't good.
No, but you know what happened was it started to get momentum.
Yeah.
And then a wrecking ball came through, which was the whole fucking Richie Blue fiasco with the fucking gunslinger and everything. And we started to realize that there's no fucking loyalty thrown our way.
No.
There's no appreciation for what we were able to help with. Because let's be real. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that had that whole thing not come to light through this podcast, that things would have changed that much.
I agree with you on that, and I also don't think there's a lot of things that have happened and been said and been mentioned on this podcast that have completely changed the way things are being done.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. And it seems like that is like you don't see that return. You know what I mean?
Just so you guys know, okay, and neither one of us is patting ourselves on the back.
Yeah.
Without this podcast, you would not have a carbon fiber trad pole, and that is a fucking fact.
I believe that. because now everyone makes one of those.
And then some. And what are we getting out of it?
If it wasn't, and I tell you, windowcleaner.com, everything they fucking did was straight copied off every fucking manufacturer out there. It's like, ooh, we better make one of those.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everyone thought we were stupid. Go back and watch the older shows and look at the live comments. Look at the comments on the videos and shit where people are like, that's too expensive. No one will ever buy those. And now,
well, let me say
now they got them in multiple different colors. Motherfuckers got 6 of them bitches. You know what I mean?
But anybody that's watching this podcast that's not familiar with the Outlaw Window Cleaner Raider podcast from a couple years back, and you got some extra time, you're working and you got your headset in, go back to one of the top first 20 podcasts and just listen to it. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
What a shit show, but it was fucking great at the time.
Yeah, it was cool at the time. There's a lot of fucking, there's a lot of fucking history there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm thankful for our buddies, the people in our circle, and the ones that fell off, they fell off, and everything is a lesson. You know what I mean? And what can you do outside of that? But again,
right.
We fucking love all you guys watching. We thank you guys tuning in every fucking week. We really appreciate y'all. We miss you, Seth. We'd like to thank our sponsors over at Fucking Maker Products, Maker.com. Love Richie and Casper. They're the best. Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber. It's the best squeegee rubber in the fucking universe. I don't care what nobody says. I'm just saying shit just to say it, just to piss people off. American Window Cleaner Magazine, the Start Smart Box over at startsmartbox.com. And of course, as always, windowcleaner.com. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta love
Go to
those
window
guys.
cleaning resource. Go get
No,
you
it's
some
windowcleaner.com now. No more resource.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been like that for a long time, but you're a goofball. Your wife probably types the address in.
Yeah, most of the time.
And if you want to support this podcast, go to www.patreon.com/Squeegee Life and become a Patreon member. You know what I mean? You get a cool little card. And if you're at a certain tier in there, you'll start getting gifts after 3 months. But, yeah, man, we really appreciate you guys watching. And you go to squeegeelife.com and get some t-shirts. I'm going to be putting some t-shirts up there soon. I've just got, like I said, Jennifer's got a lot going on right now. There's some things I want to do before I put them on the website. I want to have her make me a couple so I see what they look like on the shirt so I can maybe make some size changes and stuff. But those will be up before the holidays. Like 3, 4, 5, maybe even 8 designs. I think I got about 8 designs. But, those will be coming up soon. And, yeah, man, fucking shit and get and piss and fart and shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Get
on it.
You know what I mean? Get on it. Get on that shit.
Get on it.
Get on it, man. Get on that shit. Buy shit from us. Because we like it when you buy shit from us. Go get yourself some Squeegee Life towels over at windowcleaner.com. If you need like a couple, like 8, you're like, hey man, I need a little bit more on my order so I can get free shipping. Throw a Squeegee Life fucking towel in your cart. Don't be a cunt.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret that shit. You're like, man, this is the best towel I ever used in my whole life. And Mark likes to lick dog nuts.
I do. I was...